This is a video that I've been absolutely dreading. Today is the results day of my second year at university. For those of you who don't know, I say this all the time, but I am a second year English Lit student at the University of Durham. This year is the first year that my university results actually count towards my overall degree. Basically, Archie, hi. Hello. So this year's results will count for 40% of my overall degree. Next year's results will count for 60%. And so the way that university grading works is that 70% and above is a first, 60% to 69% is a 2-1, 50% to 59% is a 2-2, and 40% to 49% is a third, and then anything below 40% is a fail. So I'd quite like to pass. So this year I did 6 modules. I'll quickly run through the modules one by one. One of them was literary theory and criticism. For that I have done a third of it already and I got a 75 in my essay, so I was absolutely over the moon with that. That's the highest grade I've ever got at university. If I can keep that module up, that would be so good to bring up my averages. But I found that module so challenging. Like, I had no idea what was going on for like the whole year. And then it was only really at the end where I just got super into it and I found it so fascinating. But I did work really hard for that one, so I'm hoping it pays off. I did a module in Germanic myth and legend, which I've already done 50% of, and that essay was a first as well. I also submitted another essay. This one wasn't exam based at all, and I submitted that other essay just before exams, and I haven't got that back yet. So I'm really hoping that they might level out, hopefully again to bring my averages up, because I am way better at essays than exams. Literature of the modern period was my favourite module for the whole year. I really liked that module, and it's what I would potentially, if today's results go to plan, I would like to do a master's in modern literature. So no pressure. Victorian literature was the module that I revised the most for because it was the module that I understood the least. Each book was like 600 pages long. It was hard work. Really hard work. I revised a lot for that one, and I actually felt like the exam went quite well. Maybe, possibly, potentially. So hopefully that has gone okay. Maybe. What else did I do? Shakespeare was another module that I was just like, what is happening? We got the reading list and it was like, oh, get this book, it's the complete works of Shakespeare. So then I'm like emailing the professor saying, oh, which ones do we need to read? And they're like, no, read the complete works of Shakespeare. So that was tough. I played such a risk in that exam. The answers that I gave were very like, ooh, this could go one of two ways. Either that risk will pay off and they'll be like, this was brilliant, this was such a nuanced niche, like you've smashed it. Or they will rip my paper in half and go, what the hell was that? Did you even go to this uni for the whole year? And then the final module was my final exam, and that was in American poetry. I thought it was a module I would absolutely love, and then the more it went on, I kind of just fell out of love with it a little bit. Although I did really enjoy Sylvia Plath and William Carlos Williams, so hopefully I've done alright essays on those. Basically, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go, so let's find out. I am bricking it. Basically, last night I just got no sleep because I woke up every half an hour for the whole night. I'm literally shaking. Why do things take so long to load when you need them to load? Results will be published here. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. I tried my best, and that is all you can ask for. Okay, it says I can proceed to the next year of the programme, so I've passed. Wait, what does this mean? No way. I got a first. I got a first. No way. No way. What the hell? Okay, so in my American poetry module, I got 70%, which is the first. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Victorian literature, 63%, so that was a little bit of a blip there. I honestly thought that was going to be the best exam I did, so clearly I was wrong. Literature of the modern period, which is what I would love to do a master's in, I got 70%, so I'm really happy with that. Shakespeare, 78%. What? Pardon? That is out of nowhere. I'm sure that's a mistake. I'm sure wasn't what they meant. Germanic myth and legend, 72% in my first essay and 74% in my second essay. So the second essay was actually better somehow. So that averages out at probably like 73% overall. And then theory, 75% in my essay and 75% in my written exam. So that averages out at exactly 75%. So how the hell has that happened? Try and work out what I actually got. This came as a big surprise to me and probably everyone around me. If it was, so if it wasn't for that Victorian literature module, I would have got 73.2%. However, I'm really worried that because of that 63, it's going to bring the average right down. 71.5%, I got a first. What the heck? Oh my god. Okay, so it has been a couple of days now since I filmed those last clips, and since I got my results. I think now I'm in a position where I can think a lot more clearly. I've kind of let that all sink in. I was just editing back those clips actually, and they end so abruptly because I just wanted to go and tell my parents, and I wanted to tell my uni housemates who were staying with me at my family home for the weekend. You could kind of tell from the beginning of the video how nervous I was, like how much tension there was just in what I was saying. I'm not me in those clips at all. Basically, my second year at university has been so intense. I signed with my management in October and they have absolutely changed my life. Like the things they have done for me has been incredible. In that time, I've been really lucky to work with lots of brands and go to lots of events. I hit 100,000 subscribers. I also spoke in the Houses of Parliament, worked with the United Nations. I have started my own kind of company for products that are coming very soon. But I've also tried to maintain like a relationship and a social life and go, you know, be part of lots of university societies. Obviously I go to university in Durham, and so doing all of this has been very difficult because all of the entertainment industry that I'm in is based in London. So when it came to VidCon or going to meet George Ezra or, you know, going to an event with Canon, like dream scenarios, it always required at least 8 hours of traveling, sometimes on the same day. There was a point where I was commuting between Durham and London twice a week, and that wasn't sustainable. And on top of all of that, I was trying to create content for this channel and my other social media. I was trying to do a podcast which came out every week. I was running a charity fashion show, loads of other charity events at my uni, just like so much was going on. This is something that I have started to touch on recently because now I have the gift of hindsight where I can look back and I'm no longer in that predicament. But there was a time at the end of my first term and the beginning of my second term where I had disciplinaries from my department. They operate on a 3 strikes and you're out policy, and I was on my second strike. Very nearly getting a third one. I was not submitting essays, I was missing deadlines left, right and centre. I made sure not to miss anything that actually counted towards my degree, but there were loads and loads of things that would have been so helpful to me, which I just didn't have the time to do, and it broke my heart. And so I was getting emails from professors and lecturers being like, why haven't you turned up to this seminar? Or why haven't you handed in this essay? Where were you in the tutorial today? And I didn't know what to do. I just shut down. And so I had some very serious conversations about whether I could continue at the university, whether I needed to defer the year or drop out entirely, because it wasn't sustainable anymore. And it's really hard because obviously all of this YouTube stuff and the influencer stuff, which I absolutely love equally, is happening right now, and I can't guarantee that it will continue happening forever. And so that was a choice that I had to make, and I just kind of put my head in the ground and tried to just continue doing everything until I burnt myself out, which I did so many times. And it kind of got to like the end of February where I was like, no, enough is enough. I did not work this hard to get into Durham University to throw it all away now. And so it has taken a lot of sleepless nights, it's taken a lot of thinking, a lot of reevaluating, a lot of reassessing to result in a lifestyle that I can sustain and that is good for my brain and my mentality and my general welfare, because I was getting worried for a minute and I really had to turn things around. And so what I wanted to say here is that it is never too late to turn things around. If you have worked hard for something and it means something to you, then hang on in there. You've got this. These are things that I didn't believe 6 months ago, 5 months ago, even a month ago. Really, I didn't believe that I had managed to do it, but my results were kind of confirmation that I had. I definitely have pushed myself to the limit, and I need to continue working on making this lifestyle more sustainable, looking after my degree and looking after my career, but also looking after myself. And that is the thing that I neglected for such a long time. And do you know what? I'm proud of myself because I did do that. I know that the tone and the humour on this channel and in my life really is often self-deprecating, and I do always make myself the butt of the joke and I'll always laugh at myself. But for once, I just wanted to say that I'm actually I'm really proud of myself for sticking with it, for knowing that I could do it, for recognising that I had a potential that I wasn't about to throw away, and, you know, reevaluating certain things, adjusting my priorities, putting in the time, putting in the effort, not breaking down, although that did happen a few times. And here we are, we're the first in my second year at university. What the hell? I know it's like the classic thing to be like, whoa, wasn't expecting that, but like genuinely, like from the bottom of my heart, this came as such a surprise to me. Not in the sense that I didn't think I could do it, but in the sense that I didn't think I had done, and I didn't think that I had done enough. And that's really hard when everything you have doesn't feel like enough. But this for me is the confidence boost that I needed to be like, keep going, keep on doing it. And yeah, I'm feeling very, very optimistic now going into my 3rd year. You know, I can keep all of this up, and I will. So yeah, that's just like a personal kind of message from me. Like, this is what it actually means to me. It means everything to me. And yeah, I think that I have spent the last year with so many people in my ears saying, you can't do this, you need to drop out, you need to defer, you need to prioritize this, you need to prioritize that simultaneously, and you can't do everything, but also we need you to do everything all at the same time. And you just have to get to a point where you back yourself and you know your own capabilities and you do everything in your power to achieve them. So yeah, I don't know, I hope that maybe this proves to you, if you're having a bit of a struggle at the moment, or if you're worried that you can't do it or that you need to give up, keep going. Look after yourself, but keep going. Put yourself first, but also work hard, and I promise it will pay off. So yeah, I'm going to stop dragging this out now, but that's kind of what I wanted to say. These were my 2nd year results. This has been my reaction to my 2nd year results, even if some of it was slightly delayed because I was just too overwhelmed a couple of days ago to explain how I felt then. When you watch this video, I will be in Australia, so click the links down below to follow me on social media. I'll be updating Instagram every single day. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack Edwards. Subscribe for more from me. Give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye!